If you ask most people out there why they invest in dividend paying stocks and ETFs, you're probably going to hear either one of two answers. Either they want to be able to build generational wealth, or they want to be able to live off their passive income. And probably just like you, I definitely want to have a portfolio that accomplishes both, but that means I need to make enough in passive income that can support my everyday lifestyle, which means the occasional fun vacation and the not so fun and more recurring bills I have to pay for. But for someone like myself that only invests $30 per week into a dividend portfolio, the likelihood of being able to pay my bills every single month is pretty slim, at least in this lifetime. But you'd be surprised. So just to recap, last year I made a little over $250 in annual dividends, which was actually a 36% increase from what I made the year prior. This was all while investing $25 a week into that portfolio for about 48 of the 52 weeks of last year up until I increased it to $30. And that amount actually equated to $21 per month in dividends. And as someone that would love to be able to pay their monthly bills passively with those dividends, it's really important for me to keep in mind how much I'm averaging every single month, because I want to make sure that pay is going to be consistent, because unfortunately our bills are very consistent. They occasionally just sneak up into your account and make you extremely surprised on why you were not broke at one moment and extremely broke the next moment. So it makes sense to have a portfolio that can pay you passively, and my portfolio is filled with a little over 25 dividend paying companies that pay me every quarter, which is really cool. But what's also really cool is including some dividend paying stocks and ETFs that happen to offset those recurring monthly bills by paying me every single month. And one of those monthly dividend positions that I have is Main Street Capital. Main Street Capital is a business development company that invests in lower middle market businesses. And one thing I really do like about this position from a dividend standpoint is that their yield is pretty high at 6.2%. And they've been consistently paying that dividend for over 3 years, even though the payout history makes it look like it's been a bit longer than that. And they also actually pay a special dividend, which appears to be every month or so. At least as far as last year in December, that special dividend ranged between 17 cents to 23 cents per share. So add that onto the regular monthly dividend that they pay, that's actually pretty cool. Also have Realty Income, which is a REIT that I have religiously said is one of, if not my favorite monthly dividend paying position ever at this point. And that's not just because of what they do as a REIT and the fact that their tenants are almost all relatively essential based companies, but it's the fact that I am pretty confident that I will always get a monthly check from them, especially considering that for the past 31 years, they have not only consistently paid their shareholders dividend, but they've increased those payouts. And QIOD is an ETF that's probably my riskiest monthly dividend position or dividend position in general, because the yield is so high at a little over 11%. But I've been holding on to this position for a couple of years now, and it has paid me consistently between 16 to 17 cents per month. You can definitely tell how much I appreciate positions that pay me every single month when you look at how much I've made last year within these positions. And these actually are part of, I believe, the top 5 or top 6 overall annual payouts within my entire portfolio. Now, aside from the positions that pay me every single month, here are a few positions that pay me quarterly, and combined they wind up the remaining months of the year between February and December, because aside from the monthly dividend positions and Nike, I don't really have too many positions that pay me in January, but maybe I'll save that for another video for another month. We'll see how this month ends. So let's start with February, March, August, and November. These quarters include one of my favorite dividend paying growth stocks altogether in Apple, Starbucks, which is a very popular company known to many as even an essential based company, and then AbbVie, which I believe is categorized as a dividend king because it consistently increases its payout from over the past 50 years. And then for the remaining quarters of March, June, September, and December, some of my favorite dividend payers would include ExxonMobil, SCHD, which is one of my favorite ETFs because of the stocks it tracks, making its dividend payout really consistent. Home Depot, which is a new position I added last year for a combo of the passive income and the overall growth, and it hasn't failed me yet. And then Target for similar reasons, even though the last year as far as overall growth has not been the greatest. This is a company that I'm very familiar with as far as actually shopping there every now and then, and I completely trust that in the grand scheme of things, they're going to continue to grow, and their dividend payout is great. So with the amount of money that I made in annual dividends last year, which wound up being $257.74, or about $21 a month, there isn't really much that looks like one could do with that when it comes to paying their recurring bills every single month. But when I look at the bills I paid every single month, optimistically, there actually are some that I could take care of right now. For example, I currently have enough to pay for my Amazon Prime account, my Ring doorbell account, my Epidemic Music, which is what I use in the background music like in this video right now, and my Disney Plus account. I can actually cover the monthly payments for each of those. And on top of that, based on how often I use the toll roads to go to and from work or in the city and out of the city, I can actually pay for the toll roads every single month as well if I wanted to do that. Now, that's every single month, which of course is the ultimate goal when it comes to how much I'm making in passive income. But on the brighter side, there are some bills that I have that if I save that passive income for another month or maybe even a quarter, I can actually pay those bills as well. And those include my utilities such as gas, water, electricity. I can actually even pay my phone bill and my gym membership once every roughly 3 months or so. And then there's other stuff that are a little bit higher, like my car note and how much I put towards this house that I'm probably not going to be able to take care of right now. But I guess on the brighter side, if I were to continue to invest $30 a week into this portfolio for the next 15 years, if I still had a car note, I would be able to pay that car note bill once every 3 months or so, which is pretty cool. But hopefully by then I'm investing more than $30 a week into this portfolio. And then with that future in mind, by the end of this year, assuming I continue to invest the same amount every single week, I'm projected to have an annual dividend of $437 per year, which would equate to about $15 more in passive income every single month, which for those monthly bills would be great. And it just makes me more motivated to continue doing what I'm doing. Now, even though you may feel like investing $30 a week or some low amount like that isn't going to really have a major impact when it comes to paying your bills, I'm sure if you looked at what your bills are, there's one or two little things that they may actually be able to cover, which could be very motivational. We all start somewhere, and hopefully we can each get ourselves in a position financially when it comes to budgeting and how much we're making and how much we're spending, to where we can eventually put even more money towards our portfolios in the future. But even though the amount of money that you put into your portfolio directly correlates to your overall profits and your passive income, so do the stocks that you pick. And in this video, I give you guys a list of different stocks and ETFs where you can make a decent amount of passive income even while investing a low amount like $30 or $25 a week or maybe even less. So hopefully you guys check that out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, as always, take care.